Sing the man! Sing the man!
Blessed me people. Welcome back. You see me? So people, today we're gonna talk a bit about the whole Sumfest situation, and I mean a situation in which Valiant, one of the main acts for the night, did not make a stage appearance even though Valiant was at the venue. So people, I'm gonna give you the reason why Valiant was not allowed to perform on Reggae Sumfest. You understand, people? So as you all know, people, Valiant is one of the fastest rising dancehall artists in the history of dancehall. So Valiant, as is expected, was billed for Sumfest, Reggae Sumfest in Montego Bay, St. James. Whenever any artist is going to Reggae Sumfest, them normally have them team with them, and it's normally a big team. Especially if it's an artist when no say him have feud with other artists, you know what I mean? And it's an opportunity for these artists to bring out some of the people from them community, let them enjoy themselves and have a good time out with them artists, you know what I mean? Because a lot of these people don't really left them community because, enough of them community, there are some garrison communities. Same way, and based on the little altercation between Popcorn and DJ Mac's Valiant friend, and the rumors that are going around that certain artists, want to beat up Valiant whenever him buck him up, say Valiant got put the necessary things in place, have some people around him to actually shield off whatever attack may come him way. And over the years, this is what it has always been. Whenever certain artists go Sumfest, them always have 2 or 3 coastal with people, sometimes 4, 5, depending on the caliber of the artist. And the promoters of Sumfest over the years know these things. I know every artist do it, but some artists are gonna walk with a big entourage when them go certain place. Most of the time, Sumfest always do them best to facilitate it, you get me? But some of the time, the artists them have a hard time to actually bring in them people in the venue and so on. So Valiant pull up at the venue, Reggae Sumfest. Initially, Valiant was having some challenges to carrying all them people. The security and so on never have any issue for letting Valiant and a part of his team. But when enough people are gonna push, people are gonna do all kind of things, people drink too, so some people are gonna be disrespectful and talk all type of things. You get me? It's a part of being in a large crowd, diverse, people different. So as a result of that, there was some issue. And Valiant's first attempt at entering the venue, there was some issue there. And those issues caused Valiant to leave the venue, and was about to leave St. James and a whole. Little talking go on, the promoters, them reason with Valiant, them plan to fix things, Valiant re-enter the venue a second time, and this time Valiant actually reached him tent. But as I say, the Valiant never travel with a crowd, so everybody now go reach in same time, because everybody have to get searched before them can actually enter the venue. You have to actually commend Sumfest as it relates to how them deal with them security and them entry and them search. Them try them best to ensure safety. No firearms allowed in the venue unless special provisions have been made, you get me? So all in all, you have to give them a bit of commendation, and that is the master people. So after Valiant reaching the second time, obviously some of Valiant entourage, possibly the ones who had argument before, were still having a standoff with the security guards at the venue. So whilst Valiant was inside the venue and at his tent, information started flowing around that a member of Valiant's team was being beaten at the security entrance. Those are the allegations. One member of Valiant's entourage was not being allowed in the venue, even though the first incident was quashed and so on and so forth. One of Valiant's team members was not being allowed to enter the venue. So it's alleged that a physical confrontation occurred in which the person who was in charge of the security for the venue was assaulted by that member of the entourage, you understand? That same individual who it's alleged that punched up the security chief for Sumfest was beaten by other security persons with botany, you know what I mean? So you know, it reached a stage now where it kind of start to get personal based on the information that I get, you know what I mean? The security them decides that individual cannot enter the venue, you know what I mean? So based on the fracas that was taking place outside, Valiant exited the venue again. You understand, people? And at this occasion, you know what I mean, everybody was saying that Valiant was not going to re-enter the venue, but Valiant actually exited the venue, you know what I mean, went back outside, because if you travel with your friends and there's an incident and you are the person who is in charge, or your team or your friend them, then automatically, you know, you have to go back out there to find out what is happening with your friends. So obviously Valiant went back out the venue with his entourage, you know what I mean, and at that point, you know, everybody was saying Valiant is going to leave, but you know what I mean, surprisingly, a lot of talks went on and so on and so forth. There was a lot of compromise, you get my people, and Valiant was allowed to re-enter the venue again, even after that incident transpired. So after Valiant re-entered the venue on that third occasion, you know what I mean, people, everyone thought that Valiant would actually be performing, but allegedly he was not allowed to perform based on the chain of incidents that took place with a member of his team at the gate, you know what I mean, people. So that is basically the reason why organizer decided that based on the behavior and so on and so forth, the artist would not be allowed to perform. Look into it, people. What else could have caused the artist to not perform? Valiant was at the venue from about 12:30. You know what I mean, people? So Valiant was actually at the venue, and he was actually at the venue in good timing. So it's not like he was not there or it was a no-show. He was actually there, but for some reason or the other, he wasn't allowed to perform. Whilst I understand how difficult it is when you have to secure major events such as Sumfest, you know what I mean, these are problems that has reoccurred many times over the years. Sumfest is not short on security, none at all. Sumfest have proper security measures in place, and we can't go around them issues there. But at the end of the day, the issue with the artists and them team and so on and so forth always come up. I think that there needs to be more transparency as it relates to how many persons and artists will be allowed to carry to the venue based on their pass allocation. You know, some artists gonna get more pass than some. It depends on the caliber of the artist and how hot the artist is at the time. You know what I mean? And how likely and the likelihood of somebody trying to hurt that artist whilst that artist is at the venue. So I personally believe that in that era, Sumfest have a little bit of work to do. You get me? I say them need to fix that little issue there, because a whole heap of artists not deal with it, you see it, and over the years we not deal with it that way. So if you have more transparency, a man knows him can't carry no more than X amount of people. You understand? That is in the contractual arrangement. Say, you can't carry no more than 30 or 40 people. So you know, so if you come with any amount more people, you have to go buy band for them, and they will not be allowed to go in the artist area. They will not be allowed to enter as an artist guest, but you can buy them band and them go in at the crowd and give you your support same way. You get me? It is better to have that kind of transparency rather than you only plan to give the artist 40 but the artist come with 100 people or 200 people. Then that will automatically cause delay, and it will cause a problem. Because you know, enough man go try if you push, people go cuss, people, you know what I mean, the long line and so on, people get frustrated, you know, a lot of traffic out the road, so the frustration start from out there, so a whole heap of things. But all in all, people, it was a very disappointing situation, you know what I mean, people. Valiant did not get the opportunity to perform, because a lot of people from all over the world was really looking forward to seeing Valiant, you know what I mean, one of the dancehall main acts right now perform. I know Valiant is a real entertainer, I know Valiant is a real entertainer, you know what I mean, a crowd pleaser. So you know, everybody did a look out for see Valiant run out on the stage and do him thing. You get me, I say, people. However, that never work out. But in my opinion, you know, Valiant really wanted to work for his fans, but based on circumstances beyond his control, him couldn't perform. You understand, people? So you can't really knock Valiant, and that is it. And as we say, the organizers of Sumfest, you know what I mean, they have to just bear in mind these things and know say once a big crowd, any little thing cannot mind, you know, say sometimes we as people, more than we hear some people talk some things, you know what I mean, especially when I did security, we have to know so we can ignore them some of the time, because some people are going to talk, and if you take it up, before you know it, you and them end up in a physical confrontation, and it might not end well. But all in all, Sumfest was a sold-out event, you know what I mean, thousands of people in the venue. But what I find is that the crowd at Sumfest, looking at all the artists perform and keeping an eye on the crowd, you know, the crowd at Sumfest is a more stush crowd, you know what I mean, people. That the crowd now really get a high energy, the kind of vibe there, you know what I mean. Them not really jump much, and them not really turn on them phone light much, and them not blow no talk, you know what I mean, and them not really so excited. Them just watch a show, you know what I mean. Them pay them money to come watch a show, and them watch a show. You know what, and two people are getting the vibes, but them not really reel up like that, regardless of which artist. You see what I say, people, so. But you know, the Sumfest crowd was a sold-out crowd, you know what I mean. A lot of the audience are from overseas and all over the place. Same way, Sumfest was a big show on Friday night. And people, I am not sure as to the reason why Jada Kingdom did not perform. I also heard that Kraft had a situation which prevented him from actually coming to the show. You get to me, I say, people, beyond any human being's control. You see me, son? That's just how it is. So people, that is my view on the Valiant issue. You can leave your views in the comment section. As also, you can like, subscribe, and share. Peace.
Anyone who don't be no less for my God, say I know.